Students, hello.
Yes, sir.
Good morning, everybody.
Good morning, sir.
What is today's date? 5/8 means Bhadra 8th, 2083, Monday, right?
Yes, sir.
And have you counted how many days are left for your second evaluation test?
Yes, sir.
How many days are left? Next week only, from 16th, right? Today 8th means from 16th. 8 days are left. 7 days are left.
Yes.
Yeah? Okay. So Monday means especially there is presentation. What are you doing, Master Banta? That is not the time we do not. Tiffin time. So today there are two presentators for this chapter. Chapter is chemical reaction. This was submitted by Ladli Kumari Thakur, roll number 14. And two candidates are going to present this. To present this slide, chapter, let's welcome on the stage SE batch 2083, no, 84, Miss Ladli Kumari Thakur and Master Pawan Kumar Yadav.
Namaskar everyone, good morning to all. It's me Ladli Kumari Thakur and Pawan Kumar Yadav for presenting this presentation. Now my presentation is like this. Okay, sir.
Wow.
So in this lesson we are going to discuss about the physical change, chemical change,
Is somebody making noise?
and chemical reaction and chemical equation and the types and examples, balance equation and unbalanced chemical reaction, methods of writing balanced chemical equation and limitations of chemical equation, and the importance of chemical reaction in our daily life. Physical change are the temporary and usually reversible. In this change, new substances are formed, and the chemical composition of the substance remains the same, but physical properties such as stage, color, and shape and size does not change. For example, melting ice into water and dissolving salt in water. Chemical change. Chemical changes are permanent and usually irreversible. This occurs due to chemical reaction and result in the formation of new substance with different properties. Unlike physical changes, chemical changes after the chemical composition of the origin substance from, for example, roasting iron, burning of wooden strip, and cooking rice. Chemical reaction and chemical equation. Chemical reaction, the process by which chemical takes place is called chemical reaction. It occurs by addition, decomposition, or displacement of atoms or molecules. It resulting in the formation of new substance. Some examples are reaction of zinc with sulfuric acid. Zinc reacts with sulfuric acid to form zinc sulfate and oxygen. Decomposition of chemical calcium carbonate. Calcium carbonate is was calcium oxide plus carbon dioxide. Combination of magnesium plus oxygen is called magnesium oxide. Reactants and products. Um, the sum of two substances are called reactants, and in results it forms products. The chemical reaction consists of two parts, reactants and products. They are separated by an arrow. In it, nitrogen and hydrogen are the reactants, while ammonia is the product. A chemical equation. The chemical equation is the representation of a chemical reaction in the form of symbols and formulas. Chemical equations can be expressed in words and formulas. Types of equation. Word equation. The word equation uses the full name of the reactants and products. For example, hydrogen plus oxygen makes water. Formula equation. The chemical reaction which uses symbols and molecules formulas to represent the reactants and products is called a formula equation. For example, hydrogen represents 2s2, which is gas, plus oxygen is represented by O2 and gas. It is also gas. It makes water. It makes and water 2s2 and liquid. Unbalanced chemical equation. If the number of atoms or of each element is not the same or on the both sides in the reactant and the products of a chemical reaction, it is called unbalanced chemical, or it is also called sketch equation. Some examples of unbalanced chemical reactions are sodium plus chlorine reacts and makes sodium chloride. In this, sodium is 1 and here is also 1 sodium, and chlorine is 2 but here is only 2, so it is called unbalanced chemical equation. Some other unbalanced chemical equations are as follow. Hydrogen plus nitrogen makes ammonia. S2 and here is S2, here is 2 hydrogen and here is 3 hydrogen, which is unbalanced, and here is 2 nitrogen and 1 nitrogen. Potassium chloride plus oxygen potassium plus chloride, potassium chloride and 3 oxygen is here. Potassium and chloride plus here is only 2 oxygen. Drawbacks of an unbalanced chemical equation. They do not follow the law of conservation of mass, which states that matter can be created or destroyed. They do not show the ratio of the reaction and products. They are not they do not provide the exact number of atoms for each element involved in reaction. Now for other presentation, I'd like to call my friend Pawan Kumari.
I'm going to present a presentation on the topic chemical equation. So the subtopic is balanced chemical equation. The chemical equation in which the total number of atoms in reactions and products is equal is called a balanced equation. So balanced equation are those type of equation in which the total number of both atoms in the reactions and products are equal. For example, sodium reacts with chlorine to produce sodium chloride. So the word equation is sodium plus chloride gives sodium chloride, and in formula equation it is Na plus Cl2 gives NaCl. But in balance equation it is 2Na plus Cl2 gives 2NaCl2. Okay, nitrogen reacts with oxygen at high temperature to form nitric oxide. In word equation it is written as nitrogen plus oxygen gives nitric oxide. In skeletal equation, or it is written as N2 plus O2 gives NO. It is not balanced equation, it is unbalanced equation. In balanced equation it is written as N2 plus O2 gives 2NO. Here both the sides are balanced. Number 3, zinc reacts with hydrochloric acid to form zinc chloride and hydrogen. In word equation it is written as zinc plus hydrochloric acid gives zinc chloride plus hydrogen. In skeletal equation it is written as Zn plus HCl gives ZnCl2 plus H2. So how to write so the methods of writing balanced equation are, first of all we should write the correct word equation for the actual chemical reaction. Second, write the molecular formula for reactions and products. Third, separate reactions and products using an arrow. Use a plus sign if there is more than one reactant and product. Fourth, balance oxygen and hydrogen atoms at last. Use coefficient in front of molecules to balance the number of atoms. So these are the steps to balance a chemical equation. Some of the elements are given as below. Element. So hydrogen, its number of atoms in reactant is 10 and the number of atoms in products is 10. Both are same. Similarly in nitrogen it's 2, and in number of atoms in products it's also 2. Oxygen it's 2, and The information derived from a balanced chemical equation are given. Number 1, the symbol and formula of the reactants and products. Number 2, the total number of atoms or molecules of the reactants and products. Number 3, the types of chemical reaction occurring. Number 4, the ratio of masses of reactants and products. The name of reactant and products. The limitation of chemical equation. So some of the limitation of chemical equation are: chemical equation don't show the physical state or concentrations of reactants and products. It doesn't show the physical state or concentration of reactants and products. Number 2, they don't indicate the rate of reaction or how long it will take or complete. It doesn't show the time how long the reaction will take place. Number 3, chemical equation don't specify if conditions like heat, light or catalyst are needed. Number 4, they don't show if the reaction is explosive or not. Chemical equation don't reveal if the reaction starts immediately or requires an energy input. Importance of chemical reaction in our daily life. It is used in plants for photosynthesis. It is used in our body for different kinds of body functions like blood circulation, excretion. It is used in respiration. It is used in manufacturing of different products like medicine, fertilizers, paints, etc. It is used in energy sources like firewood, petroleum, and biogases. Exothermic reaction and endothermic reaction. So, the chemical reaction in which heat is released into the surrounding is called exothermic reaction. For example, when carbon and oxygen are reacted, CO2 and heat is produced. It is exothermic reaction. The second one is endothermic reaction. The chemical reaction which occurs by the absorption of heat from the surrounding is called endothermic reaction. This indicates that heat is absorbed from the surroundings. For example, when nitrogen, oxygen and heat is the other reaction, then nitrogen oxide is produced. In this, heat is absorbed from the surrounding. Next. Thank you.
Ali Kalimata? You Kalimata, take out some. Thank you very much, Miss Larli Kumari Thakur and Master Pawan Kumar Yadav. So, chemical reaction. Very less portion is mentioned here about physical change, chemical change, reactant, product, chemical equation, word equation, formula equation, information, limitation, applications, and next, endothermic and exothermic. This chapter is already completed, right? Now what we have to do? Exercise. I think very few questions of this chapter are done. Remaining you do as your classwork and you can complete in your home. Is that okay? Start.